So, I'm about to retire and I need something to do. What do I do? So you're out here and you're like, "Man, I'm going to retire. I'm going to sit back in my recliner and kick my feet up and I ain't doing nothing. Like I'm not working no more." Well, like what I found out, like a guy told me one time, he said, the day you retire is pretty much the day you're gonna die. You're gonna retire to your recliner and you ain't gonna get out of it. Whenever I was working for the state, like I've seen it. Guys would retire and then a week, month later, you would find out that they passed away. And what happened? They sat in their recliner and didn't have nothing to do and just passed away. You got to keep yourself motivated. You got to keep yourself doing something. Whenever you retire, a lot of guys decide to look into trucking after they retire. Hey, that's something I always wanted to do. Like, I'm going to get into trucking. So they come out here to drive the truck and they'll use it to go places. Like, they'll be like, oh man, when I take my 4 days off, I'm going to take it off here because I always wanted to see this or there so I can see that. It's fine coming out here for, after retirement and coming out here to work. But just so you know, it is work. I had one guy, he retired 3 times. And then he came out here to drive the truck. Really cool guy. He was an awesome student, but I was like, man, your third retirement? He's all like, yeah, I lost one of them in a divorce. I lost another one in a divorce. And then I retired early from the last one. And it wasn't enough to live off of. He goes, so guess what? I'm coming out for my next retirement, or I'm going to work out here till I die. And I was like, whoa. But yeah, if you need something to do, with your idle time, come out here, drive a truck. It's not really that hard. A lot of the hard stuff is going to be like hey, I'm away from home, I'm away from my family, I got to get up at these random hours, I don't have a set schedule to sleep. But think about it keeps you busy. You're going to new places, waking up in a new spot every day, living the American dream, driving that truck down the highway, making sure that people get their goods, their food, their supplies that they need. So like having another retirement or something else to reach out to, you guys that are retired or are about to retire that are looking into trucking, I really do think it is a good idea. It'll give you something to do. And like when you were kids, you pretty much dreamed of being a truck driver. So why not? Why not throw a gamble in there and say, you know what? I'm going to try it out. I'm going to go drive a truck and I'm going to see what that's about. I'm going to see if I like it. Who knows? You might like it and you might keep on working out here till you're like 60, 70. I've had students on my truck, men on my truck that I was teaching to get their CDL that was in their 60s. The oldest guy I have ever got a CDL for was 68 years old. It shows you that it's never too late to come out here and get your CDL. The average age of a truck driver, the last stats that they put out, average age of a truck driver was like 52. So, you can tell that there's a lot of truckers out here that are older than that. So, this is just something to look at. If you're deciding to retire and you want some extra money and you want to try out trucking, then like, hey, come try it out. Anything's worth a try. Plus, you're not sitting there in the recliner just wasting away. Like, I've seen it too many times. And I thought to myself, I'm all like, hey, look, I'm not going to retire in no recliner and pass away like that. Like, I don't want to be that guy. So I've seen a lot of guys go that way, and I'm not going to be that guy. I feel like I could do what I'm doing right now for the rest of my life, no matter how old I am. So I'll probably work until I can't no more. So to get me off of the road and get me away from training and stuff like that, I'm pretty much going to have to probably be in a wheelchair or something. And then I'll still be trying to get out there because I've seen guys in wheelchairs that drove trucks. Like I seen them I seen a guy wheel his wheelchair up to a truck, climb into it, like with his arms and stuff, and then he had a belt that was attached to the wheelchair, and he could pick up his wheelchair in there, throw it in there, and boom. He had the controllers on the steering wheel for, I guess, the throttle and everything, and he was doing it. So I see that, and I'm all like, man, maybe if I do get ever, you know, hopefully it never happens, but if I do get put in a wheelchair, hey, I still got an option. Probably would have to buy my own truck to make sure that it was set up for that. So, you know, and, you know, I could still do what I want. So just think about it. Like, you ever like, man, I would love to drive one of those big trucks. They're awesome. It would be amazing to learn how to back those up. And I'm about to retire. What else am I going to do? Should I just retire and sit at home, or should I retire and go do something that I've always had a dream to do? Chase your dreams. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894-8098. Drop me a call, text me, something.